Eala draws world number 100 for Australian Open debut. American Alicia Parks is first hurdle in front of Philippine tennis star. By competing in this year's Australian Open, Eala will complete seeing action in all 4 Grand Slams, about to go 4 of 4 on the tennis Grand Slam circuit. Eala finally makes her Australian Open debut, drawn against American Alicia Parks in the opening round. The 20-year-old Filipina, currently ranked world number 49, will face the 25-year-old Parks, ranked number 100, in what will be their first career meeting when the 2026 Australian Open gets underway in Melbourne. With the 4th round of qualifying still ongoing, the match schedule has yet to be determined for the tournament, which will run from January 18th to February 2nd. Eala is playing in Australia for the first time at Grand Slam level after breaking into major main draws in 2025, when she cracked the WTA Top 100 in March. She competed in last year's French Open at Roland Garros and Wimbledon, then had her best Grand Slam finish so far in the US Open, where she advanced to the round of 64. Parks, meanwhile, brings experience and pedigree despite her lower ranking. The American owns 1 WTA singles title and 2 doubles titles on the Pro Tour, along with a career-high ranking of number 40. She also reached the 3rd round of the Australian Open in 2024, her best result at the season-opening major. Notice on unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph content. Please be notified that any unauthorized and unlawful use, publication, and/or dissemination of spin.ph's content and/or materials is a direct violation of its legal and exclusive rights to the same, and shall be subject to appropriate legal action/s. Eala's Australian Open beginning. A moment, a milestone, and the spirit of a dreamer. Eala stands on the threshold of a moment she has chased, visualized, and worked for years to reach, her Australian Open main draw debut. For the first time in her young professional career, the 20-year-old Filipina tennis star will step onto the grand stage of Melbourne Park not just as a participant, but as a player ready to write a fresh chapter in the history of Philippine tennis. Her first opponent in this Grand Slam endeavor? World number 100 American Alicia Parks. The draw has set the stage for a compelling, emotional, and potentially historic journey. The setting? Melbourne and the magic of the first slam. The Australian Open is a tapestry of bright lights, intense sun, and unrelenting competition. It is where champions are born, dreams are validated, and sometimes, where careers pivot. For Eala, this debut is more than a match. It is a culmination of years of preparation, resilience, and relentless belief. In the same city that once favored her in juniors, where she claimed her first Grand Slam title in girls' doubles, Eala now returns, not as a promising junior, but as a rising professional determined to prove her place among tennis's elite. Standing across the net will be Alicia Parks, a formidable American known for her booming serve and powerful game. Ranked number 100, and with Grand Slam experience already under her belt, Parks presents a unique challenge, one that tests Eala's tactical intelligence, endurance, and world-class ambition. This will be the first time these two competitors meet on the WTA Tour, setting up an intriguing new rivalry. From dreams to reality, tracing Eala's journey. Eala's journey is a narrative stitched with early promise, historical firsts, and fearless breakthroughs. From young prodigy to established professional, her path has balanced on the edge of monumental achievements and the pressure that comes with them. A groundbreaking trail. Eala was a highly touted junior, capturing an Australian Open junior doubles title and showcasing a flair that hinted at great things to come. But junior glory alone could not quench her hunger. She wanted to conquer the main stages of professional tennis. Her ascension through the ranks culminated in a historic moment at the 2025 US Open, where she became the first Filipino to win a Grand Slam match in the Open era, upsetting world number 15 Clara Towson in a thrilling encounter. That singular victory was more than a win. It was a statement of intent. It showed a young Filipina capable of competing with and defeating some of the world's best. In the months that followed, Eala's ranking climbed. She reached a career high and broke into the top 100, a significant barrier for any professional player. Being ranked inside the elite group of the sport meant main draw entry to the Australian Open, a dream that had just eluded her in previous years. Learning and evolving. Before 2026, the Australian Open was the one Grand Slam where Eala had yet to make the main draw. She had tried, training with palpable hunger, but fell short in qualifying rounds. Yet, she didn't allow those setbacks to define her. Instead, Eala used them as stepping stones, learning, evolving, and enriching her competitive depth. In the lead-up to this year's event, Eala didn't just arrive in Australia, she asserted herself. A semi-final run at the WDASB Classic in Auckland marked her strong form heading into Melbourne. She backed it up with a dominant exhibition win over Olympic silver medalist Donna Vekic at the Kooyong Classic, sending a clear message: she is ready. The opponent: power meets precision. Alicia Parks is no average opponent. At 25, she brings both experience and explosive talent. With a career highlighted by the record for one of the fastest serves in U.S. Open history and a WTA title in line, Parks embodies a powerful brand of play, one that can unsettle even the most composed adversaries. This makes Parks not just another name on the draw, but a real test for Eala's burgeoning career. Her game style, big serves and heavy ground strokes, contrasts with Eala's strategic variety, athleticism, and tactical intelligence. This dynamic will make for a fascinating first round, with both players eager to stake their claim early in the slam. More than a match, a narrative of growth and national pride. What makes this matchup especially compelling is how deeply it resonates beyond the baseline. For the Philippines, a nation with rich sporting history but sparse representation in tennis's upper echelons, Eala's presence on this stage is monumental. She carries not only her own aspirations, but the hopes of a continent hungry for representation on tennis's biggest courts. Every rally, every serve, and every point become part of a larger story, one of national pride, personal growth, and the realization of a childhood dream. Inside the mind of a competitor. In interviews and social media reflections leading up to the event, Eala's mindset illustrates something rare in a young athlete: confidence balanced with humility. She has spoken openly about confidence, about manifesting her goals, and about feeling ready to compete with the best. This maturity, mental and emotional, is as crucial as any technical improvement she has made. A match at this level is as much a psychological challenge as a physical one. It requires discipline, adaptability, and belief that you belong on that stage. For Eala, belonging is no longer a question, it is a given. This shift is the real evolution of an elite athlete.